Hi, Roberta Hill here with another social and business etiquette tip. Last night I was at an opening night event and I was once again reminded of the dangers of perfume. I'm sure you know the experience sitting down in a theater and then that whiff comes across. Now, I know I'm going to be preaching to the converted on this, but hang in, there's a few things I want you to pay attention to. And men, you are not immune to this at all. I often think of my teenage son as he grew into being a young man and wanted to wear his aftershave. And I'm telling you, it knocked us over. And it didn't matter how much we told him not to put too much on, that it was rather offensive. Of course, he continued to do so because that's what the guys on at school and at the workplace did. So smell is one of those things that less is more. There's no doubt about it. We have to remember where the idea of adding perfumes and smells to our bodies came from. It was to mask unpleasantries and unpleasant smells on the body when people were not able to be quite as clean as we are today. And really, you have to ask yourself how much of perfuming is a commercial and advertising marketing ploy. Do we really need it at all? I certainly find that it's pretty overpowering in almost all instances now. I stopped wearing perfume many years ago, but I'm still surprised how often I get a whiff somewhere and it comes across. Now, cleanliness is next to godliness. In Paris, European men don't wear deodorant too much. And I can't tell you how many times, seriously, on the bus, it was just overpowering. You think the Parisians wear scarves because it's a fashion statement? I tell you, half the time it's to put up and cover their mouth. I can honestly tell you that there were a number of times where I saw people give up a seat to move to a standing position to get away from someone who was just overpowering. And occasionally these might have been homeless people actually on the bus system, but more often than not, they were young men who didn't feel that they needed deodorant. So my social etiquette tip here goes beyond also, we're going to talk about social media, but really to refrain from wearing any kinds of perfumes or odors, but to make sure that your things are items and clothes and your body is clean. As to social media, the good news is that scent does not and smells do not come through the internet, but sound does. Now, I've mentioned before about distractions, that you can actually hear if someone is doing something else when they're on the phone or, on Skype and their camera's not there. But in addition, microphones really magnify sounds. And so I encourage you when you're doing that to either push back from your desktop, because even a little tapping can really get carried through, and it might be sort of a nervous tick or something you're not aware that you're doing. Or if you're good at being still, then make sure you're completely still with your hands not moving very much when they are on a table or a desktop. That's my social and etiquette tip for today. Be careful with sound and stop wearing any kind of fragrance. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to you in the next video.